Saturday's thunderstorm. It's actually been going on since before lunch, but we haven't had measurable rain yet. It's I can hear a little bit on the roof here, but it's not enough to show up in the weather station. Yesterday we had more than 10 millimetres as forecast, so we'll see how we go today. Another hour or so has passed. The sky is still rumbling. There's still spots of rain on the roof, but not yet enough to register on the rain gauge. So could be another unproductive day when it comes to rain. But it's been dull, relatively dull all day, so the warm tank temperature last night resulted in a shower at 39.5 degrees, which is rather high, high end of comfortable. This morning that was back down to 35, which was pretty comfortable, so I'd be interested to see whether it's actually gone up at all since this morning. Yeah, it's Sunday. Had no measurable rain yesterday, despite the thunderstorm. So that was the first day in a series of 16 successive days of rain, and then it stopped raining. So see what happens today. But being Sunday, I'm going to go and check the fuel on the genset. I don't have to give it a run because it's less than a week since it last ran. It did run from about 2:31 morning till 6:15. So yeah, it's worthwhile checking the fuel level. And I'm already hearing thunder for today's thunderstorm, and it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning yet. Yeah, still got 5/8 of a tank, so I don't think I'll worry about topping up the fuel today. It's just gone 11, and the rain that thunder was promising has come. It's already showing up in the rain gauge. So yes, it's still thunderstorm / wet season. It will be for months yet. When we first set up the pressure pump over here at the tank, we had it doing this, which I didn't think was going to be good for its longevity. So we introduced a pressure accumulator and changed the cycles to that, which is going to be much better for it. Unfortunately, our pressure accumulator wasn't terribly good in terms of remaining sealed or remaining operable. I had to come over and drain it a couple of times a week. So then we changed that out for this guy, which has made a vast difference. And the way I managed to change just now from fast cycle to slow cycle is I turned this valve back on. With that turned off, it's got no resilience, so it just uses a little pressure tank on that, which is not enough. Yeah, so that was a good solution here. So here we are back at the bathroom at the house, and there's a pressure pump on that shower water, and as you can see it's doing that pulsing thing. So I figure, I know what to do about that. I bought another one of these 19 litre pressure tanks for all of 20 bucks. And yesterday I fabricated a bracket to mount that to one of those columns over at the tank stand. So all we need is a bit of pipe, a T-connector, and some time from Azra or Dadang to mount this on the tank. Not quite sure where yet, but I'll leave that up to those guys to figure which column to put it on. But we'll mount next to the column like that, and should be quite sturdy. This is where it gets a bit challenging. I need to hold the camera steady with my left hand while I point with my right hand. So you see that green dot there on the tank stand? That pipe there is the one from the pressure pump to the shower. So we need to put a T-connector in that somewhere, which then goes off to that pressure tank. Now my arm is 20 centimetres long, so that pipe would be way a bit there. So I may be able to shorten the arm a bit, although my masonry bolt is 40 millimetres from the end of it, so yeah, might be a bit limited. So I probably can't mount it on that column, but this one here on the inside of that, or even that one over there, might be able to mount it on that okay, because there's no obstructions. But I'll leave that up to my workers. Yeah, it's the sort of thing I'd like to tackle myself, but of course I can't do that because I'm not prepared to go up a ladder. Tobias is concerned that I'll hurt myself if I fall off a ladder here, and yeah, I'm not that confident about the medical care here, so perhaps it's best to avoid risks. So I concede the matter on those things. But yeah, so once we've got that pressure tank in place, we'll stop that pulsing at the shower inside. Thursday, a bit after 11 in the morning, and I can see they've got the new crop in. So yeah, 2 crops a year. I've had a look at the best place to locate this thing, and I think I need to shorten the arm by about that much. So I need to drill another hole there, and I probably need to make these holes a bit bigger, because it's never completely accurate when you're trying to put a hole into the masonry. The concrete tends to wander off a little bit, so I need to give it a bit of leeway on these holes here so they can get them over the bolt heads easily. And the other thing is something I need to get that tank off there to show you. I've got these bits here arranged like that because put these bolts in, attach, and well, we'll put them all, drill them all in and put them in, then fit this over the heads of these bolts and put the nuts on. And then of course if the holes were small enough with those in there already, you couldn't get that on easily. So the trick is to make this so it will do that. So we bolt those, do those nuts off a bit, and then swing this around over the heads of these bolts, hopefully. So that straightens out. Back to square, and to make those a bit more permanent, probably put a dob of silicon sealant on there, and they'll be stuck in place then. So yeah, I need to shorten this, put another hole there, make those holes bigger, make those holes bigger. So that's what I'll proceed to do. Well, it's been adjusted now, so this is about that much shorter, and the holes are a bit bigger now. So just need to organise Dadang or Azra. Thought I was getting a bit hot. 32 degrees, 83% humidity. Translates as some high feels like. Hang on, I'll just check. Yep, the feels like for that is 45.2. That's it, I'm off home. And that's my poor old Fisher & Paykel washing machine loaded up with a recycler to go off and meet its end. Oh, it was good for about 25 years. It's a sort of barter system. The recycle man swaps goods for recycled materials. Should I have left Lisa in charge of negotiating how much stuff we get? But it's more than you get in Australia. So you just about to have to pay somebody to take it away. Well, it's Friday and it's a bit dull, and there was lots and lots and lots of rain last night, and I think it's oppressed the jambu tree a bit, because lots and lots of fruit down within reach now, and you can see the spouting over there is pretty much collapsed because of the crud that's accumulated in it. That probably needs to be dug out. But yeah, it was about 140 millimetres of rain up to midnight, and another 12 or so since. So interested to see how wet this crop looks like over here at the back of the shed. Okay, that was a fall because of the wet concrete. I'll just turn the camera off and get myself up. I'm back up again. Yeah, looking pretty wet out here. But yeah, the green slime on the concrete here, that got me. So I came down. You can see slide marks there in it. That's where I came down. So, okay, time to go home and face the wrath of Jabota, because she'll be upset with me for falling over. But I don't think I did any damage, just got a bit of a slightly sore elbow that I came down on, and a wet right side. Okay, well, I may report back after I've been told off. Well, as forecast, I was in a lot of trouble with Jabota because the so she's got applied a antiseptic spray, then betadine, then 4 band-aids on the elbow, which is perhaps overkill. There's 2 band-aids on my left foot and 1 on my right foot. So yeah, well burst up with band-aids. But well. Yes, I got in trouble. So I don't think I'll go back out there to finish off my piece for the week. I think I'll just call it quits now before I get in more trouble. Yeah, that'll do for this week.